Hello, this video will be a complete tutorial on how to make your Rubik's brand Rubik's Cube turn much better. Please ignore any Greek word you might see on the screen because this video is just the translation of my Greek one, and thus there might be some notes written in Greek, but you just have to ignore them. So, first of all, we will need a knife, which is optional. Then we will need a ruler or a plastic card or something like that. Then we will need a silicone spray or at least any kind of lubrication we might need or we will be able to find. I highly recommend buying the silicone spray because it's cheap and because it will not make harm to the cube, such as Vaseline, and it will not cost pretty much, just like the special lubricants for Rubik's cubes. So, let's start by taking a look on our Rubik's Cube. First of all, we will see that the cube by itself is too stiff and too tight. Thus, it can hardly turn, which is a grave disadvantage of that cube. So, what we're about to do to fix this? Well, if you have ever seen an old Rubik's Cube, you might have seen that it turns much better than a new one. So, we're about to destroy, let's say, a bit the cube so that it turns better. Don't worry, it will not break your cube or make it non-functional. But before doing anything to the cube, I'm about to solve the cube once so that you can see how it turns actually. So, here I am scrambling the cube. You can press here in order to skip this. I highly recommend it if you really have a Rubik's Cube in front of you and you know how it turns. But if you don't, you might want to see my video on how it turns. I have just started solving the cross. You can just see that the cube turns terribly, which disturbs my F12 right now. I have just inserted my first pair, now I'm inserting the second one. I just saw the blue and red pair, I inserted it, and for the last one I made the pair, inserted, cross, skip, OLL. Okay, you can see how bad it turns, and here just a PLL. And now that the solve is complete, we can just see that the cube turns, okay, let's not be too bad, okay, it turns terribly, just that. So, we're about to apply the first modification on the cube and see how it turns after that. So, take the ruler or the plastic card you have just taken and slice it in between two layers, the middle one and an outer one, like that, and start turning the layer while and be sure that the ruler or the plastic card, or you don't use a knife, it will not be good enough. Make sure that the ruler or the material you use stays between the two layers. Keep doing this for about 2 minutes. After doing this, you might see that the cube turns a bit smoother and faster, of course. After doing this, we will go to the second layer. We have to do this for all layers, and we have to continue turning the face for at least 1 minute. I highly suggest that you do it for 2 or 3 minutes, yet 1 or 1.5, let's say, might be enough. So, continue with the next faces. Okay, going on with the layers, and complete. So, right now the cube will not be smooth, will not be fast, but it will be smoother and faster. So, in order to demonstrate this, I will make another solve. Press here if you don't want to see this solve. Once again, the cube will turn bad, yet better than before. So, let's start by making the cross. So, first, okay, start right now. At first glance you can say that the cube turns a bit better. So first pair about to be true, yes, just done. Second pair just inserted. Third pair already waiting for me, yet I couldn't see it. Complete. And last pair inserted. Creating the cross and doing the same OLL with before. That's nice, or at least funny. And okay, a PLL that I'm happy to know. Okay, so now you can see that it turns much better than it did before. It's not good yet, so we have to apply the second part of the modification, for which we will need the knife and the silicone spray. So take your cube. Basically you don't need the knife, as I said, this is optional. Turn one layer 45 degrees and try to pop out one of the edge pieces, of the 4 edge pieces, not the corners, the edge pieces. I will do this using a knife, because I can't do it with my finger. I don't know, I'm not strong enough maybe. So, after you pop this out, just take it out and continue taking these 3 corners as well. So now you will be able to see the whole mechanism of the Rubik's Cube. And okay, it's nothing special. Okay, you don't have to look on this that much, and you will see that you can turn the cube right now. We can see here the corners that on the base of them there are some other corners. Just remember them for the end of the video. I have something to tell you about them. These 2 corners, or at least sharp points of the corners. And let's start with the lubrication. So take the spray and apply it on the cube. Remember though that you have to do it outdoor, because this is not material to be used indoors. Well, my one seems not to be functioning. Okay, let's try again. Okay, it works. And try to apply it in any layer. How? Just turn the 3 pieces remained on the cube and continue applying the silicone spray. Like this. Now turn the other 6 pieces, I'm sorry. And sorry for, filming out of the camera. And keep going. And now return the pieces to their previous place and put back all the pieces, starting from the corners and ending with the edge piece. So first corner in, second one as well, and turn again the face 45 degrees and insert the last piece. You might need some force to force it to do this. And now turn the cube a bit so that the lube goes everywhere inside the cube. While doing this, you might see that this thing will turn a bit better. That's true. This is the end of the modification, so you have nothing more to do but to play with it. So keep on playing with it, and you might see that it's a bit there might be some lube on the face of the cube, so you just have to wipe it out. Okay, that's much better. And now I am about to continue playing with it so that the lube does go everywhere inside the mechanism, and I will end the video by doing one more solve so that you can see that it turns a bit better. So again, if you want to skip that part, okay, you have no part more to see. Just thanks for watching, And oh, remember, stay here. I have to tell you one thing. If you're not happy with the outcome, you have just nothing to do. Not really. You might do one more thing. Remember the corners that I showed you before while showing the mechanism? Well, you can round off these corners. I don't recommend it personally, because the first time I tried to do this, it didn't work for my cube. You might want to try it. I don't recommend it, yet it's your cube, you can do whatever you want. So, and as far as the solve goes, you can see that it is much more faster solve. I have already completed my F12. Now cross complete. Okay, an OLL that I hate, or at least is the OLL I don't like almost at all, and PLL, which is much faster. Okay, I just screw up the algorithm. Okay, and this is the solve. So right now your cube must turn much better. If you don't like the outcome, well, you have nothing more to do. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you liked it, and see you next time.